everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So I'm actually very happy to finally be back with another speed build, a little bit more on the little unintentional break in a little bit, but let's first cover the build. So for today's video I am working on a small romantic getaway kind of a house or building, I guess, in Tartosa. As you can probably already tell, it's on the lot that is very small. I believe it's a 20 by 20. It's on that little secluded island in Tartosa, which is actually one of my favorite lots, especially when it comes to romantic little vacation rentals, which is essentially what this is. I mean, you can use vacation rentals as residentials as well, of course, but I kind of built this as a romantic little vacation build or little vacation house, if you will. So that's what I was building for, and that's the idea that I had in my mind. You may have already guessed it, but this was definitely very much inspired by the new pack, the Lustric expansion pack that was announced, and we got the trailer for it, and I'm just so excited about it. So I was very much in the mood to build something romantic. I think I started working on this build over on stream a day after the trailer was released, so naturally I was feeling very inspired by the new pack and all the things that we saw in the trailer, and I just kind of wanted to take that inspiration and build something cute. And of course I wanted to build something that was inspired by the style of the new pack, the new world. I'm forgetting what the world is going to be called at the moment. Ciudad something, I'm not exactly remembering, but it is based on Mexican architecture, I do believe. So that's kind of what I was trying to do here. I was looking on Pinterest and I was scrolling through like Mexican little houses and stuff like that, and that's when I came up with this build. I was working off of a reference picture that I really liked. It does not end up looking like it really, but I was feeling inspired by it. Had a little tower, and I have this tower going on, as you can see, and like that ornamental piece on the roof that you can see that I used, that was inspired by the little picture that I saw. And I'm not actually sure if this is actually, if the build that I was looking at was actually Mexican or if it was more Mediterranean, Spanish. I'm not exactly sure. I'm actually very excited to do some more research on Mexican architecture and see how it's different from Spanish or Mediterranean style architecture, and really see what I can do that's different than my like Mediterranean inspired builds that I like to do. So I'm actually very excited to do a little bit more of a deep dive on that and try to look for some new inspiration as well. But yeah, we have to wait a little bit until Lustric comes out. It is not really that close. Today is July 7th. Yeah, it's the 7th of July, and the pack is coming out on the 25th, I think. So time is going very fast on one hand, but when you're waiting for a new Sims pack, it actually goes incredibly slowly. I really want the pack to come out. I literally can't wait. I'm very excited about it. Also, like a new world and just new build buy items. I did see, many of us did, we saw some rounded pool action going on in the trailer. They didn't really point it out that much, but there was this penthouse lot where you could get a little bit of a better look at the built by items, and we saw a little rounded pool. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. I'm actually very excited. I think they're going to give us a shape. You know how you can plonk down rooms, or like just like little rooms or like walls just like ready to go out of the catalog that have rounded walls or that are triangular or octagonal, something like that. I think that's the same for pools too, and I think they're just going to give us one of those options but with rounded edges, if that makes sense. And I'm actually very excited about it. I honestly can't wait. Let's hope it's not going to be too glitchy, but honestly we'll have to wait and see. I'm just very excited for the option, and we'll have to see how it actually is going to turn out, but I'm very excited for stuff like that, and the build buy stuff just looks very pretty. So yeah, long story short, I was just feeling very inspired by the Lustric trailer, and I wanted to build something that's kind of inspired by it, but also just looks good in Tartosa. So yeah, that's what we're doing today, and this build is supposed to be a romantic getaway, so it only has space for 2 Sims. And the tower does have 3 stories. However, I left the top little room empty. There is nothing up there. There is also no ladder or staircase going up there. at all, but I think you could, if you wanted to use that like upper floor for something, you could probably put a ladder in and still use it for something. I just wasn't really sure what to do with the space, and I didn't really want to put a ladder on my little landing that I created. I thought it was so cute. I turned that into almost like an extension of the kitchen that's going to be downstairs in that tower area. You'll see that once we get to the interior of the build. But I was really enjoying like a little extension of that upstairs, and I turned that into a laundry space with a dresser and just some storage, and I just thought that that was so cute. And then upstairs we have a bedroom, bathroom. We have one, well actually there's two or like 1.5 bathrooms, I want to say. There's an ensuite in the like off of the bedroom. That is the only bathroom in the house, but then there's no toilet in there. I have a separate toilet off of the landing. So there's no bathrooms downstairs for this one, which was not my favorite thing to do. However, that's just how the floor plan turned out and how it made the most sense. So we have a bathroom and also a half bath, like a toilet upstairs. And there's actually a shower outside. I forgot about that. We have this little corner in the back of the patio, and that's where I put a little outdoor shower. I thought that was really cute. So we have that as well downstairs. If you wanted to take a shower there, then that is definitely possible as well. But yeah, you can really see this come together. We have a closed-in courtyard. I was inspired by the picture that I was looking at for that as well. I really liked how that one had a little closed off patio basically all around and mostly in front of the build, and I just really liked that, so I wanted to try and see if I could do that in The Sims and make that look cute on this lot. And I actually think it turned out super nice. There is a very small pool. I definitely did play around with some Riviera Retreat stuff as well. I was very excited. You can see that I was using these archways from that pack, and then I also put a small waterfall by the pool that I just think turned out super cute. And of course I had to go crazy with vines and wisteria and stuff like that around this build and on the tower. Someone in chat, I did build this over on stream for the most part, and someone in chat said it reminds me of a Rapunzel build, and I really enjoyed that comment. I was like, oh my god, yes. That's exactly what I'm going for. It was like, that just yeah, that made so much sense in my mind. And I just think that's exactly the vibe that I was trying to capture here. Also with the landscaping, it's very lush. I created a very cute little picnic area in the front as well. You'll see that. The new wine bottles from the Cozy Bistro kit really came in handy for that, so that was actually perfect. Also, this is by no means a limited pack build at all. It is, I used a lot of packs. I'm so sorry about that, but I was just having so much fun also with the landscaping and the beautiful flowers and stuff. That I actually ended up using a lot of packs, but I feel like it's worth it for this one. I really like how this one came out. Also, speaking of packs, by the way, I'm just gonna do a shameless little plug here because we're also talking about Love Struck. There is at the moment a summer sale going on for The Sims, so a lot of packs are on discount right now. And I just wanted to mention that if you're going to treat yourself to a pack on discount, or if you are going to pre-order The Sims for Love Struck, you could consider using my creator code, which is Simmary Sims. It's under my little face cam here. You can use that at checkout and support me. That makes it so that I get a small commission off of your purchase. So I make a little bit of money from your purchase. It's not a discount code by any means. I just wanted to really make that very clear. It's not an extra discount code. It's just a way for you to support me. But yeah, you could consider using code Simmary Sims at checkout in the EA app or on thesims.com when you purchase any The Sims 4 DLC. So yeah, I just quickly wanted to mention that, and thank you so much to the EA Creator Network, or I should say thank you so much to EA for sponsoring that portion of the video. Yes, okay, so like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm very happy to be back uploading speed builds. I took a little bit of an unintentional break from uploading speed builds. I did do a Pack Legacy Challenge episode this week, so we have that, and I didn't really take a break from that because I did have time for that, but I didn't really upload any speed builds. That's because last weekend I actually went to TwitchCon, which was really fun, and I meant to like pre-record and schedule a speed build for Sunday, which Sunday I was still at TwitchCon, and then I came home in the evening. But I didn't end up having time to pre-record for a Sunday video. So I didn't end up having a Sunday video, and I was like, you know what, that's fine. I'll just upload something on either Tuesday or Wednesday, it's fine. I'll find time to, like, after work, do a little voiceover and just miss one speed build on Sunday, and then I'll upload early in the week. But then I caught something from TwitchCon. I think I just caught a stomach bug at TwitchCon. I did hear from a lot of people that a lot of people got sick afterwards with like some sort of stomach bug, and they were all very sick from it for a short amount of time, thankfully. And so like a couple days after TwitchCon, I really started to feel not great. I was super nauseous and dizzy, and I was like, oh God, I think I have that same stomach bug. Thankfully for me, it was a very mild variant. It wasn't all that bad, but I was definitely feeling nauseous and just really not great. So I didn't have time to do, or I didn't feel good enough to actually sit down and record a voiceover for a speed build. So I couldn't do one early in the week either. And then on Friday, I actually went to the Eras tour, the Taylor Swift concert. So thankfully, I felt better after like a day and a half. The stomach bug only lasted for like a day and a half, which was such a relief because, oh my God, I was so stressed. I was like, I have to get better in time for the Eras tour. There's literally no other option. And thankfully I did feel better, so I was able to go. And then after that, of course, I was exhausted and I just had to rest for a little bit, but now I'm finally here and doing a voiceover so that I can upload a speed build for you. And I just quickly wanted to like let you know that was what was going on. But yeah, I did go to TwitchCon and then to Eras. So it was a very eventful couple of weeks for me. And it was so much fun. I am very tired from it, but like in a good way. So that was lovely. If you're not into Taylor Swift at all, then it's probably very annoying because literally everyone is talking about that and like either going to the concert or wanting to go to the concert and not able to shut up about it, and I'm one of those people, so I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, the Eras tour, for anyone who is interested, was amazing. I went to one of the Amsterdam shows because I am in the Netherlands, that's where I live. And yeah, I went to one of the Amsterdam shows and it was so magical. It was crazy actually because I didn't get into the ticket sale. The ticket sale for the Eras tour was crazy. You either had to get an invitation to be able to actually get into Ticketmaster to have a chance of buying tickets when the tour was first announced and when the ticket sale started. I got waitlisted, of course, that is just my luck. So I wasn't able to purchase any tickets and I just kind of took my loss, and I was trying to make peace with the fact that I wasn't gonna go. But then the concert came closer and I just really tried to do some research to see if people were getting desperate to like sell some leftover tickets or something for a not too crazy price, because that's a whole nother thing that is very insane with those tickets. And thankfully I was able to find a ticket for a reasonable price. And I was able to go at the very last minute, like a week and 2 days before the concert, I got my ticket. So that was actually insane. I did not think that was going to happen, but it did. Yeah, and then I went and then I had the very best time. I had the night of my life. It was absolutely crazy and everything I ever wished it to be. So that was awesome. If you also are going to or went to the Eras tour, let me know. I'm just interested. If I have anyone watching my videos that enjoys Taylor as much as I do, please let me know. But yeah, that was a whole thing. And then of course I was a little bit tired after that. Oh, and then before that, like I said, I went to TwitchCon, which was also very fun. It was my very first TwitchCon. If you didn't know, I do stream on Twitch a couple times a week, a few times a week, I was going to say. You can find me on twitch.tv/SimmarySims. It's also in the description box. So yeah, I do stream on Twitch, and I went to my very first TwitchCon, which was really fun. I got to meet friends, like Simmer friends that I had only ever talked to online before, so that was so cool. I met Lil Simsy as well, which we probably all know and love, so that was really cool, and some other Simmers, like I said. So yeah, that was a whole experience, and I had a really good time and meeting friends, and I definitely want to go again. I think they're doing TwitchCon in the same place in Europe for the upcoming 2 years, which is actually only about an hour away from me, so that's very convenient. I don't really have to travel at all. Well, a little bit. I still got a hotel and stuff to make it easier because I was going 2 days. I didn't really want to drive for an hour and then get there and then go home only to go back in the morning, if that makes sense. So I still got a hotel for it, but still it was very close by, which was really nice. So yeah, definitely an eventful couple of weeks. And I'm just trying to think back, like, did we cover the Lovestruck trailer in any of my recent speed builds? I feel like we did, right? I think we did. I'm just not remembering it. I feel like the last speed build I uploaded is such a long time ago at this point. It's really not that dramatic, but that's what it feels like to me. But in case I haven't asked, if you're interested, no, I was going to say, let me know what you think about Lovestruck and if you're excited to get it. I'm definitely excited to get it, and I can't wait to like do some building with it and like try out the dating app, which is so fun too. I cannot wait to get my hands on that and try some gameplay with that. I was thinking of a little gameplay, like let's play situation to kind of figure out the pack and, you know, get to know the gameplay features of this. I usually do these types of things over on Twitch, like the shorter let's plays to kind of like get to know the pack a little bit and like explore it. So I'm just saying that if you're interested in that, then it might be a good idea to maybe follow me over there. But I was thinking it could be a fun little idea to try out the new Heartbreak Death, like create a sim who is a player and then see how many sims we can unalive, if you will, by a broken heart. I think that would be really fun. So that's an idea I've been playing around with in my brain. I think that would be very chaotic and fun. So yeah, that's what I've been thinking about. But if you are, just let me know your thoughts. Are you excited for the Lovestruck pack? I definitely am. I am completely rambling over the entire build. You can really see it come together. The floor plan took me a minute. It might not look like it, but it definitely took me a minute to figure this out because it's really small and the shape of it is a little bit strange. But I did know that I wanted to put the kitchen in this little, this is like the ground floor of the tower section of the build, if that makes sense. So that's where I put the kitchen, and that's also where I put the staircase. And I actually ended up having more space for the kitchen than I thought I would. It's actually a decently sized kitchen. I mean, it's still very small, but there's like all the stuff that your Sims could use or would ever need in a kitchen. So we have all of that. We even have a countertop free of decorations that your Sims can use to actually do some cooking. We have a very small breakfast nook here in the like corner of the staircase that I thought was really nice. And I'm obsessed with this wallpaper tile that I'm using. This is from the Riviera Retreat kit, and it is just so gorgeous. I do realize that the stair railing, by the way, is clipping in the window a little bit, but I decided to just like pretend that that was not happening. And I also put some little blinds in front of it so you can barely tell that's happening. But I really loved the stair railing. The one that I'm using just fit the style of the build so nicely, and I just liked how like solid it was. I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but I don't know why, but I just really enjoyed how it looked. So I decided to just use it anyway. And then we have that very small kitchen in the room on the side there, and then in here is a small living room. I was definitely imagining that the Sims that are renting this place are on vacation and they're probably spending most of their time outside versus inside. So there is still a lot going on inside. It's cute. There is a small like living room area. There's no TV though. I didn't put a TV in this house, which I think is fine. I feel like maybe you could still like, you could put a small little TV here on this end table that I placed by the window. It would be in an awkward position compared to like where the living room and how the living room is situated. But if you really wanted to add a TV, you could do that. You could even put it on the coffee table if you wanted to. But I decided not to because it didn't really fit the vibe. And at the moment, it didn't even cross my mind really to put a TV because it's just like, it doesn't really need it. There is such a gorgeous view outside. You can hang out by the pool, go swimming, do some grilling. There's some rental bikes. I was imagining I parked some bikes out by the gate, and I was pretending that when you rent this this house, you get those bikes and you can just kind of like ride your bike around Tartosa. I think that would be so cute. You can swim in the ocean. There's beaches around. The most perfect thing about Tartosa, I feel like, are like the little beaches there that you can visit and you can actually swim in the ocean. It's so perfect. The only thing I'm so sad about is from this lot, there you can't actually swim in the ocean, which I feel like is such a, like, that is such a shame because we're on a little island, and how cute would it be if you could swim in the ocean off of this island, if you had like a little private beach. I don't think that's possible, at least. I'll have to check and like recheck. I think I've checked that before, but we'll have to see like at the end of the video when I do a small or a short tour of the build. We'll have to check that again, but I don't think you can swim in the ocean off of this lot, which is such a shame. That would have made it so perfect. It's already perfect, but imagine having your private little beach. That's just amazing. I did give them a small pool though, so we have that, and I didn't put a TV, but I did put a computer, because if you're using this as a residential, then it's just nice to have a computer, but also if you're using it as a rental, it's nice because there's a lot of things you can do from the computer that you can't really do from your phone, so it's just nice to have that. So I decided to put a cheap one in the corner here, and then there's also a small reading chair. It is a very colorful house. I was definitely enjoying the swatch of the couch that I was using, the green with the yellow throw pillows. I thought that was so cute. And then I used the matching chairs, except they have the pink like cushions in the chairs. I'm not sure if those are actually the matching ones. They might not be, but they still combine very nicely together. And then in the back, of course, we have that small end table with some books and stuff. I also made sure to put an accessible bookcase in this house so your Sims could do some reading for fun, given the fact that there's no TV, so it might be good to have like a book to read. And then there's this very tiny sunroom that I really wasn't sure what to do with, but I figured, you know what, how cute is it to put a really small romantic little dining table in there? And you can have dinner and like have a view over the ocean out of your own private sunroom. Like how cute is that? That's kind of what I was thinking for that. So I had the space for a 2-seater and it turned out super cute. And then here we have the second floor. So this is that landing that I was talking about. It's kind of an extension of the kitchen. I used the same flooring and wallpaper. I used the same flooring throughout the entire house, by the way, but since this has like an open staircase going into the kitchen, I figured it would be cute to create a little extension, if you will, upstairs. And this is where we have the laundry space. I wasn't going to put laundry in here at first because it is a rental, but then I was thinking to myself, you know what, it actually kind of makes sense because the people that own this rental will have to like come here and clean and wash the sheets and like do laundry and stuff. So it actually does make sense to have that here. And then maybe if you're staying in this rental for like an extended period of time, for like a week or so, it might be nice to have your own washer and dryer to be able to do some laundry, you know, stuff like that. I thought that would be nice. And then off of the landing, as you could see, I have a very small half bathroom. There's literally only a toilet in there, not even a sink to wash your hands, which is kind of terrible. But then again, you could just walk down the stairs into the kitchen and wash your hands there, or there is a small ensuite here off of the bedroom that you can use to wash your hands, take a shower, whatever you want to do. So that is, of course, all possible as well. I feel like that should be fine for gameplay too. So here we have the small bedroom. I was using a lot of stuff from For Rent because I just thought it looked good, like style-wise, it really worked out. So yeah, that's what I used in here. And I also put a massage table because the bedroom, as you can see, is actually pretty spacious. And I was thinking, what could I add in here to like fill up the space a little bit that's not another lounge area? And I figured that a massage table would be perfect for a romantic getaway. Unfortunately, I didn't have space for 2 of them, so you can't have your Sims get a couples massage, but it's still cute to have that like one massage table there. It looks like one of those fold-up ones that they just like put out and have been using maybe, so I thought that was cute. And then off of the bedroom here is a door leading onto the tiniest balcony where I just put a lounger. I only had space for 1 lounge chair, like a sunbathing chair on the tiny balcony, so that's what I did. And then off of the balcony, of course, there is a staircase going down into the courtyard. And then here we have the tiniest ensuite. At first I wanted to put a tub, but I figured, you know what, let's just do a shower. It's easier. There's also a shower outside, but I just really liked how the shower looked in here, so I decided to go for a shower and then just a sink, no toilet, because we have a toilet in this separate little room there. But then, yeah, I just kind of put the final little decorations and stuff on a yoga mat, and then that's it. So let's jump into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the small rental in the game. I think it looks very inviting, especially with this bridge leading up to the place. I just feel like it's so magical. I try to do some landscaping here. I have some very colorful flowers, of course, and then over on this side is that little picnic area that I was talking about. I put some wine bottles and some throw pillows and the little picnic basket that you can actually pick up and put in your Sims inventory so you can bring it around the world with you and go for picnics. Around back here we have a small swing set. I thought that was a really cute addition, and I also at the very last minute put a yoga mat back here so you can do some yoga with a view over the ocean. That would be so magical. And this is what I was talking about. We have a really tiny beach here on this side. How perfect would it be if you could actually go here and go swimming from here, but you can't. So that's kind of sad. I wish you could. I think there are beaches close by. Without like actually leaving your lot, you can go back here and go swim in the ocean and use the beach here. But it is a pretty long walk for your Sims to get to, like that takes them forever. I did put bicycles, so that maybe helps you, or you can just teleport them. I feel like that always works too, but you know, a little private beach here would have been even more perfect. Over on this side, I just have some more landscaping, and then there's not a whole lot going on here except for this sunroom in the back, of course. So yeah, over here we have the little courtyard with some landscaping on the inside, of course, as well. Some colorful flowers and plants, a little lounge area, of course, a small dining table, and then a really tiny pool with a beautiful waterfall. I just love how this looks in the game. I did try to make it look a little bit like older. It's not gross or anything, but I definitely put some of these like stains and stuff by the pool. I felt like that was just realistic and would make sense. In the back here is a small grill that your Sims can use. I thought that was a nice addition. And then in the corner here, you could do some gardening if you just deleted these plants here. And then over here we have the little outdoor shower, which I feel like is so magical. This was just the perfect spot for it too. A little bit more private, and I don't know, I just like it. And then especially combined with this new shelf, like towel shelf thingy from the new kit, just perfect. So going inside, this is where we have the front door, or actually the archways leading up to the front door. There is a small trash can hidden away in this corner here if you're looking for that. And then you just kind of enter into this small living space. I just put a couch and like a lounge area in the middle of the room. I felt like that would make the most sense here. No TV, of course, but we do have a functional bookcase over here, and then there's also a computer here, and you can even do some painting. I put an easel inside. And then over here is that really small sunroom with the romantic little dining table. How cute is this? Okay, you don't have a direct view over the ocean because there's a little bit of a hill here, but that's okay. It's the thought that counts. It's still pretty. Through this archway is the kitchen. I think the kitchen is my favorite room in this house. I just really like these for rent countertops in here. And then I combined some shelves here. There's some clutter, like some towels and cleaning products and stuff. A really cute coffee corner. I'm obsessed with this new coffee maker from the Bistro kit. I will use this in all of my kitchens probably from now on. I think I've said that before, but it's just so perfect. And then over here we have a really small breakfast corner. I put some groceries on the table and some takeout and some cookies. Going upstairs, we have that small landing that I essentially just turned into a laundry space. So we have the laundry here, a laundry basket, of course, as well, some storage and a dresser. And then over here is that really small half bathroom. It's even less than a half bathroom really, because it literally only has a toilet. It's a toilet room. And then over here is the bedroom and ensuite. It's very simple, this one. I didn't really want to make it too personalized because it is a rental, but I did want to make it look like there's actually people staying here at the moment. So we have some suitcases here by the dresser. There is like a phone and some keys. I was thinking that this could be like a cute guest book where guests can leave a short little message. And then we have the massage table in the corner here and some robes. And then this is the ensuite, which is very simple. We just have a shower and a sink in here. And then through this door is where we have the tiniest balcony with literally only a lounger. I wanted to make sure that that was accessible, so I didn't really put anything else. And then this staircase leads you right back into the courtyard. But that is basically it for this house. So I just now put this romantic getaway up on the gallery so you can download it if you want. It comes in at just under 69,000 simoleons, and I actually put it on the gallery as a residential, but you could obviously very easily go ahead and turn it into a vacation rental in game if you want to. to, or just keep it as a residential. And I built it on the 20 by 20 lot in the little island area of Tartosa. So if you want to place it in your game, then that is where it goes. But that is going to do it for today's video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this one. You can obviously go ahead and download this build off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmary Sims. You can follow me on Instagram and on TikTok if you'd like. My username on there is Simmary Sims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you'd like to get notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. I also live stream over on Twitch a few times a week, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow over on twitch.tv/Simmary Sims. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!